YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all been running the views up. Y'all been running the likes up. Y'all been doing a lot of what I've been asking. Y'all been subscribing. Y'all been watching the videos longer. So I'm actually very pleased with y'all because I put some good time into these videos. And I think they deserve a good amount of watch time. I think they deserve a like. I think they deserve, if you're new, you to hit the subscribe button. So with that being said, hit the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload, man. We're uploading builds all the time. And yeah, I appreciate you all. Let's try to get 10 likes on this video. And we got a new build today. It's a fire build. Came up with it myself. So let's hop right into it. Today, we got the Greek Freak, man. Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo himself. The two-way rim attacker. Now, I've done this build before, but I changed it up a bit based off how this game is. And a couple things I was just coming up with and looking at. So we're going to go over that today. We got position, power forward, height 6'10", weight 233, and wingspan 7'3". It's a big build. You got long arms. You're 6'10". Giannis is technically 6'11", but to make this build as good as I needed it to be, we needed him to be 6'10", and plus it's going to unlock a lot of stuff for you. So I like the 6'10". We're going to hit continue and get right into the attributes. So you guys know me, I like to go over the important stuff, but there's a lot of good upgrades on this build and a couple things I changed from the last one. So let's go ahead and hop into it. We got 92 close shot, a lot higher than the last Giannis build I made. This is definitely a better version of it. 92 close shot, just perfect example of Giannis. You're going to get that gold paint prodigy. You're going to get Hall of Fame float game. So you get some pretty good badges with that. You're going to be able to finish down low and be a rim attacker because that's literally what Giannis is. He's Mr. Run and Dunk. Up next, we got 73 driving layup. Now, should this be higher? Yes, but for what I was trying to do, I couldn't make this any higher than it could be. Like than a 73, I couldn't go any higher. You're still going to be able to finish at the rack. That's not going to be a problem. The build is going to be perfectly fine. Driving dunk, you get a 93. So I wanted to make sure this build had gold posterizer. 6'10", 7'3" wingspan. This build will be punishing people. Literally punishing people, bro. So I like the 93 driving dunk. Standing dunk, you get a 90. You're going to get gold rise up, and you still get Hall of Fame aerial wizard. Once again, this build will be punishing people. Literally punishing. It will be putting people in the rim itself. Like, it will be taking people, balling them up, and stuffing them in the rim, bro. That's how dirty the finishing is on this build. Post control, we went with the 70. Giannis don't really have a post bag, but he's been stepping it up this year. So I did want to give him a little bit more post control. You're going to get silver post fade phenom. You're going to get post powerhouse on bronze, post up pull on bronze, unpluckable on bronze, and hook specialist on silver. I like that. Now, a very controversial thing, but something I really want to do. We're going to go to the shooting. 75 mid-range. Giannis may not have a bag, but he's been working on it. And one thing I noticed this year, first off, Giannis is an MVP candidate this year. He should be top 2, I ain't gonna lie. Jokic been balling, SGA been balling, but I think Giannis has been playing better than Jokic, so I have him at 2. He is developing a post fade, a mid-range jumper, which he really needs to allow his game to expand, bro. He's been developing it, and it's been helping him out so much. Like, he's been going stupid, bro. 3-point shot, we got a 40. He's still not shooting threes, sadly, so we didn't give him that 3-point shot. Free throw, we got a 70. About 70 seconds is how long it takes for Giannis to shoot a free throw. So you will not be able to knock these down in the rec if you're playing fives. On to the playmaking, we got 55 pass accuracy. Now remember, I'm not telling you guys to make this build exactly like this. This is my version of Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. This is what I like. This is what I came up with. This is just a template. You could take this build and make it your own way. You could tweak it and turn it into a build that you really want to have and have things that you really want to have. I went with the 55 pass accuracy. Not good, but you shouldn't have the ball in your hands too much to be passing it around. And when you do get the ball, 55 is going to be more than enough. Ball handle, something I went a little bit higher on. We got 77 ball handle. Why did I go 77 ball handle, you may ask? Hall of Fame strong handle. Wanted to make sure I had that on this build because that's Giannis. Like I said, Mr. Run and Dunk, he's running through traffic. He's finishing through traffic. The Hall of Fame strong handle is going to help this build be very, very, very efficient in what it's trying to do. And it's a really, really good badge, bro. Speed with ball, we got 68, so we can get bronze lightning launch. Fire. Max or tier 1 max +1. You can put it on this. You can put it somewhere else if you want. I like to put it on this lightning launch, bro, because it's going to give you silver lightning launch on a 610. The build's going to be moving crazy. You get some good sigs with this build. You're going to be able to finish at the rack and boom on people. And I also feel like this build being 6'10 with a 93 driving dunk, I feel like the bigger builds dunk on people more consistently. So you have a 6'10 with Hall of Fame strong handle and lightning launch and decent sigs. You're going to be able to get to the basket and boom on people. On to the defense. A little disappointing, but still a really good build, really good 4 or 5 for the park or the rec. We got 82 interior defense. I went with this so we could get the silver paint patroller and the silver post lockdown. I wanted to make sure I had both of those for sure. Perimeter defense, you're going to get a 40. Giannis is not a good perimeter defender. Like, he's just not, sadly. He can do it, but he's not that good, so I just decided not to put anything into it. Steal, we got a 40. Do I wish we could have a 60? Yes, but we can't have a 60, so, you know, no fast break steals going to get a dunk. Like, it's just not going to happen with this build. Block, we got an 84. I wish this could be higher, but once again, the game limits so much, so I tried to keep it to where it at least would be effective. And you get silver high flying denier on this build, so you're definitely going to be blocking stuff, like, with no problem. Most reliable badge in the game. You guys know how I feel about high flying denier. On to the rebounding, another controversial area you guys are not going to like, but this is my Giannis build, how I was trying to make it. And I was trying to make it as close to Giannis as possible while having to sacrifice some things that I felt like didn't need to be as high as possible to be able to be effective. So we got 63 offensive rebound. Defensive rebound, we got an 87. So I wanted to make sure I at least had box out beast on gold, but you're stuck with the silver rebound chaser. Now you could tweak this to your own liking and you could get the 92 so you get the gold rebound chaser. But I think with the good boxing out and how bad rebounding is on this game, 87 will be more than enough, bro. That's just how I feel. On to the physicals, we got a 70 speed, below average speed. Sadly, Giannis is much faster and he has a long stride, and that's kind of what I'm hoping will happen when you make this build tall with the 70 speed, is him having a longer stride will allow him to get down the court a little bit quicker. Agility, you get a 55. Giannis is not quick at all. He's just fast. That's really it. Strength, we get a 91. Now, I was really happy about this because this is higher than my last Giannis build. In 91, you're going to get brick wall. You get the strong handle. You're going to get post lockdown. Like, you get all of these badges, like, pretty good, at pretty good ratings. Like, you're going to get gold. Like I said, gold brick wall, bro. That's a really good badge to have on a 6'10". Like I said, you can take this build to the park and be the perfect 3. And if you need to, you got a big lineup. You can run a 6'6" guard, this build at the 2, and then a center at the 3 that can space the floor, bro. That would be crazy. It'd be a crazy lineup. And don't y'all get any ideas, bro. Like, I don't want to pull up in the park or anywhere with 3s and see y'all running a lineup like that, because if you do, you're a dweeb, bro. But last but not least, we got the vertical at 80. I wanted this so I could have the rise up gold, have the posterizer, and I wanted to be able to get some good dunks with the driving dunk that we have. So I went with the 80 vertical. Going to make this build nasty, bro. Also needed it for high flying denier. This build is crazy. I really like the attributes. I really like the badges. I like the height. I like everything about this build. It's very, very Giannis. And I think the build will work out perfectly fine in all game modes. Let's hit continue. See the shades we get. Get Amari Stoudemire, Bobby Portis, and Anthony Davis. Dang. Right before I started recording, I changed up a little bit of things that I didn't like, and it took Giannis out. That's crazy, bro. But you have built a 2-way rim attacker. Same build name. Once again, I'm not telling you guys to make this build exactly like this, but you could tweak it, make it your own way. And if you got cap breakers, bro, you can only make this build so much better. So definitely look into that. Think about where you could put your cap breakers. I didn't think about where I could put my cap breakers. I kind of just made this build for the people who may not have cap breakers. I think the build is fire. You guys let me know how you feel about the build in the comment section. Is it fire? Is it trash? And if it's trash, what would you do to make this build better? I like the build name also. And if you change up some stuff, you're gonna get a different build name. So you guys let me know how you feel about the build. What would you change? And how would you make this build any better, bro? With this build being a Giannis build, graded A to F, I'm going to give this an A. Only reason I'm not giving it an A+ is because there's just a couple things I wish could be higher, but the builder is just so limited. Now, being able to use this build in all game modes, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s, A+, bro. Reason being, you could take it to the 1s court, play against bigs, you're going to be perfectly fine. You could take it to the 2s, you could run the 2, or if you're a dweeb, you can run the 1 and have a center run the 2 and just be annoying. But then you can take it to the 3s, and once again, you can run the 2 or the 3 with a big lineup. You could be very annoying with this build, and the build is going to be really good because you can handle the ball and finish at the rack. And you got a little bit of mid-range, so if you could tweak that out a little bit, you know, maybe put 5 of your cap breakers onto the mid-range, you could get an 80 mid-range, bro, and be able to fade middies, bro. So, yeah, I'll give this build an A+ as far as being able to use in all game modes. Like, the build is just ridiculous, bro. But if you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. I appreciate you guys a lot. And you know, there's going to be a lot more coming. We're going to have our best big man builds, our top 3 big man builds. We're going to have our top 3 power forwards, centers, and then we got shooting guards left. I'm going to make sure I upload those for you guys. And then I also got the best Pro Toon builds being ranked on a tier list. That's going to be coming out also, so be looking out for that. But I appreciate you guys. That's all I got for you today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.